Welcome back here at Cardines Field as our pregame show continues. And here we are once again, the NECBL Championship Series. The Newport Gulls, the Sanford Mainers. Game one here tonight. Third time in franchise history the Gulls will face off against the Mainers in the championship.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thanks Skip.
Yeah, in fact, let's see, I think it was 04. I wasn't here, but I heard about all that. And the Mainers beat the Gulls. Then I was here in 08, and the Mainers beat the Gulls. So it's time.
So the Newport Gulls, joined here by Newport Gulls manager Mike Coombs. Skip, that series with the Plymouth Pilgrims, much like the series with the Ocean State Waves, was a wild one. It was a nail-biter. It was emotional. It was hard-fought. And it was the Gulls who came from behind in all three games to tie it in Game 2, a heartbreaking loss in 12 innings. The way they came back in Game 3 again was just something remarkable.
You know, these kids are they're playing the game loose. I told them it's the team that gets hot that's going to win this thing. And I've been around baseball a lot, and sometimes teams that have all the talent just don't do it. It's the team that gets hot that is going to, win this whole thing.
You watched the Plymouth Pilgrims this summer, Skip. They had the best record in the league. They challenged the Gulls for that 06 best record ever. They had the best defense in league history, setting numerous records. But when it came down to in the playoffs, and against the Newport Gulls overall this year, the Gulls took 7 of 9 and 2 out of 3 in postseason play.
Well, that can happen because, that happened to us years ago when Pittsfield was the bottom of the barrel and we were at the top, and, we were rolling, and we'd beat other teams, 5 games to 1 or 4-2, or a couple of them 6-0, And here at Pittsfield, they had our number. We were 3-3 against them, and you just wonder what happened, in those games. And sometimes any team can come get you at any time.
Look at last night's Game 3. Mark Huberman, 3 2/3 innings in relief, his longest relief outing this season, earned probably the toughest save of his entire collegiate pitching career.
Well, we sent Hanowich out there on short rest, and he was very good about taking the ball and doing that because Kilichowski needed another day. And I felt at that time he had 90 pitches. They squared a few balls up. The guy hit the home run, the double, another guy double, so I was like, all right, I don't care if there's a lefty or righty up there, I'm going to bring Huberman. And Kevin and I chatted about it, and I said, Huberman's got the ball the rest of the way to get us to the championship, so let's see what he can do. And he stepped up.
Jose Vizcaino Jr. also stepped up, and he leads the team right now in both postseason hits and runs scored, and he's been red hot, along with most of the starting lineup, including guys like Shea Dolan, who have been red hot.
Yeah, Shea is just, told him, even against lefties, he's been swinging it. So I'm excited for him, and he's seen the ball real well, and like a lot of other guys are too. So that's good.
Newport Gulls were down again, 4th game in a row. They came from behind. This time they were down in the 6th inning. Just like in Game 1, they were down in the 6th. And this time they put up 5 runs against a guy who only allowed 2 earned runs in the entire summer for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Their best starting pitcher, Vizcaino Jr., just tagged the ball over the center field fence.
Yeah, he got into that one. He just, when you saw the guy go back, you knew it was going to be gone. But Jose's been swinging it very well, and hopefully he can continue in this series too.
Tonight, Skip, the Sanford Mainers are in town, a best-of-3 series. It's not do or die yet, but it will be for one of these two teams tomorrow night. How important is winning Game 1?
Oh, it's extremely important, but, like last year, Keene lost their first one and then won 2. And went to the next series, lost their first one and won 2. And then came against us and lost the first one and won 2. So in the short series, anything can happen real quick. Yeah, sure, you want to win the first one and ride up there and see if you can put it away, and that's our goal. That's our goal. That's our plan.
This team, though, the Gulls and the Mainers, they faced each other twice. Newport won both contests. One of them was very close, a 4-3 win at Goodall Park. But those games were both back in early June, before all the pieces were here for both clubs. And really, it's almost a distant memory now. These two teams barely remember even facing each other.
Yeah, Yeah, it's all going to be brand new. You're going to all we're doing now is pulling stats and looking and seeing what their guys are doing. They're looking and see what our guys are doing, and it looks to me like they can pitch it very well. We can too. So we'll see.
John Kilichowski, the game 1 start against Ocean State for the Newport Gulls. Newport thankfully had a rain out in between those 2 series, plus the 3 games with the Pilgrims. He's had enough rest now, getting ready for game 1 here tonight.
Yeah, Johnny's getting the ball. He might be on a little bit of a pitch count because of the fact that he's got a couple of issues going on, and we don't want to overuse him. So we'll see.
Meanwhile, the Gulls bullpen a little bit depleted right now. Just about 3 arms will be available for tonight's game. Eric Stone, Lane Bruner, and who else?
Joe Bag of Donuts, John Putzivako. Those guys are probably not ready yet either, So, yeah, you're right. Rugel could possibly come in and do something, hopefully.
So looking ahead to game 2, will Jack Basson be the game 2 starter for the Gulls?
Yeah, Patterson.
So looking at the starting lineup finally for tonight, Skip. A couple changes here tonight. Reed Gamache and Tyler Green both have the night off.
Yeah, well, they don't really have the night off. They can pinch hit here and there or jump in there defensively or whatever. I just, I want to get Tufts and Smith in there. Smith's torched the ball here the other night, so I'm like going with my gut.
Finally, Skip, we asked you in game 1 against the Waves, but you always have a motto here. It involves the number 1, and that's the key to winning in the postseason.
Yep. You got 1 inning, 1 out, 1 pitch at a time. 1 game at a time. There could be another right there. 1 game at a time, 1 inning, 1 out, 1 pitch at a time. Just don't look too far forward. Just get what's done today and what we need to do today and see what happens.
No matter what, tomorrow night, Sanford House of Pizza.
Oh, best pizza in the league. We're going to get us some.
Finally, Skip, also can't forget not to mention your opposing manager here, Aaron Izeric, his 6th year at the Mainers, getting here to the finals.
Perfect for Aaron. Great kid, great manager, does a great job with his club, and John Webb, the GM, he does a great job, and they're a class act, and I just love both of them and wish them well.
Thanks, Skip. Good luck tonight against Sanford.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
That's our pregame visit with Mike Coombs. Our pregame show continues. We'll have the front office report next on the NECBL Broadcast Network.